So that chipmunk motherfucker is a murderer. Right? 100%? The amusement park broke him? Should we crank it up? You can see the little speedometer. Amp it up here. I hope it breaks. We have our maximum force, Captain. Alright, the speedometer is staying high. In case, if we're going on this ride, I will give a warning now. If you get dizzy, I don't know how bad this is going to be.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Oh. Okay. Well, alternatively, I don't know how fast or what fucked up thing it's going to do. So if it gets crazy and fucked up, this is your warning now to not watch. Or cover your eyes for a little bit. Take a seat. Take the edge off.
I can't get on while it's moving.
Come on, it's barely moving. Let's get the fuck in there. Alright, so I'm not gonna... I'm trying to look around too much to not make people sick. We'll just look straight ahead. This isn't that bad. That's getting weird. Oh, that's fucking awesome! Come back. It's like the Scarecrow from Batman. Like Arkham series Batman. What a baby, that wasn't that bad. Ooh, nudie pics, nudie pics!
Oh, I remember this.
They look fucking miserable. Holy shit. Alright, so we did those two.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Oh, oh, oh! Come back. That's cool. Can we go in there with her? Is he gonna jump at me? The fuck popped back here? I thought working in a park for some would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve, see? Even I'm starting to call him Chad. I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve the local lush is Chad the Chipmunk. Child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. We'll lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was the little things, like refusing to change out the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him puking up in a gutter outside the Psycoil station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but he seemed like he was just staring at me. sizing me up, eye-fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Chad, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Whoa! And now my heart's racing. Fuck. There's a teddy bear back there. Y'all see it? I swear to God that fucking person's moving too back there. I swear to God, every time fuck this game. But see, that's usually the extent of my freakouts in video games. Other than the fact that I'm in my house by myself with headphones on, I can't really tell what's going on around me. That's what puts me on edge. And it's nighttime outside, spooky. So between that and then all this is what happens.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
Should have been gone, broken hearted. Let's touch the battery. Was she
Callum, come back here right now.
Crazy as a kid? And that's why she sees things? I mean, if this one's on, we're going to the one that's on. That just makes sense, right? I now understand the point of this game is to ride every ride. That's going to be the 6 steps, it seems like. Alright, accident report. During the transport of the bumper cars into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Francis was killed. See a doctor, yes. Workman's comp, yes. Dexter, the truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. No one else reported seeing that. The sheriff has requested that Dexter provide him with the urine samples. What can be done to prevent this incident? Double-checking the straps after transit should be mandatory and drug screens for all drivers. Has the conditions been corrected? No. The local laborers are very suspicious, and this hasn't helped. Some are refusing to return to work until we have someone from the local church walk the park and exercise. Oh! Walk the park and exercise the spirits. You'll be okay, little car. This game's making me feel very uncomfortable in my chest. Nice little shadow effect there. Is this putting me up towards the Ferris wheel? Because that would make... It is.
It's a matter of public record that I am a failure as a mother.
I think she got electric shock, man.
Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment. He wrote me the ticket without saying a word. Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony.
She did get
I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes, Sheriff.
So she definitely got electric shock therapy. I don't know why that's a solution, but whatever. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they are locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is why I chose this site over their potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here, it makes my skin crawl. I called in a few favors back in Brooklyn and got someone at the local academy to see if they had any interesting books about local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that Old Man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans that I'm missing. So, someone wanted to build a theme park on top of the murder park, I guess. So we did those 3 so far. I feel like we're going to do Ferris wheel, swing down the roller coaster, go back to Sideshow Alley, and maybe finish at House of Horrors? So those are the ones we didn't do yet? Jump the fucking fence. When I was a kid at the water park, I used to always sit on the railings and swing back and forth because I thought the cool kids did it. And my mom used to always yell and say, "Don't do that, you're going to fall and hurt yourself." And one day I fell off and fell flat on my back. And I don't remember crying or screaming or freaking out. I do remember getting lectured about what happened. That's the only way I really learn things in life, by the way. I can't be taught. I have to just do and fuck up and fail, and then we're good.
So they are going to close this place down. Doesn't surprise me.
After touring the park, riding the rides, and viewing the starting number of incidents suffered here in the park, it is this inspector's opinion that Atlantic Island Park should be shut down until Nathaniel Winter complies with all safety regulations. While I understand that there is a sensitive political relationship between Mr. Winter and the senator, I nevertheless suggest that such political considerations be set aside in condemning Atlantic Island Park. The rides at first glance appear well constructed and maintained, but the sheer number of incidents in the park during the last few years, and during construction, lead me to believe that there is something wrong at the base level of construction and we should close the park and fully investigate the flaws. To wit, here's a partial list of fatalities in the park since opening 2 years ago. Family of 3 killed when a roller coaster derailed, 14 separated incidents of broken bones and crushed ribs during the Octotron, 3 suicides from the top of the Ferris wheel, a child injured on the escalator, a dozen children reported missing in the House of Horrors, 1 report of drowning in the Tunnel of Tales. The sheer volume means that my strongest recommendation that the park be closed immediately. David Wolseth. Can't get on that one. You gotta talk to the animals. Squirrely D gets me on the Ferris wheel here. Hey! Spook Zord was there. It's like Megazord, just ghost. Okay. So you can only look about halfway up both. Oh, the spooky ghost guy has to be Nathaniel whatever, right? Obvious answer? Easy answer?
People come into your life.
Whatever those lights are, look cool out there.
Dad used to say that before Mom ran.
Everyone knows how I love lights.
After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home. I don't know how to describe that walk. We talked and laughed and eventually kissed.
You can see your legs.
It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale.
Can you...
I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. I think it has to be that night.
They fucked.
That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died.
I feel like he worked here.
According to the supervisor, his safety harness
there we go.
was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, and then gone.
This is called
Sometimes
Closure, the
people
video
leave their
game.
life for no reason.
I agree about that,
I
too.
was 3 months pregnant with Callum. Fairy tale fucking over.
This girl reminds me of Chloe from Life is Strange. With the sass and the language. Not so much the pregnancy and the dead husband. This place killed him, though. We called it. We called it together. Like a team. There he is. Why can't she acknowledge that that guy was just standing in there? Like, that seems an easy video game thing to do. He was there. I saw him there. Why can't she see him there? Is this the only way up here? Oh, something. Scary baby. No, be nice to me. Something bad's happening as soon as I do this. No. Ready? Ready? Go slow. Mama! Hey, clear the path for me. Cool. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I thought. There's no fucking ghost face in the weird bumper car kind of room.
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit.
My kid's a piece of shit.
My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people!
This lady's breaking down.
9 months of your life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave.
She hates this child.
Asses, mopping up piss, feeding them, little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
This is a fucked up story. Alright, so we are... roller coaster? Looks like we have 2 more rides to go after this. We will check out the roller coaster quick.
I always wanted to ride this one. Never got around to do it before.
It's all about me, 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 me. Where's he at? Where's Spooky the Bones? Spooky Bones Jackson. So he has to be in here, right? Wait for it. There he is.
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
Oh.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
Fuck that sign say? What both those doors say? I feel genuinely uncomfortable again. Taste your dreams? Oh, we just wrecked that kid. I feel like this game's gonna give me nightmares tonight. Jesus Christ.